Dark Beast, thanks for the biddies. Evening, Papa Jake. You see the bullshit the Iowa GOP is trying to do with staple food products? I did. Let's read about it. Let's talk about it. If I can get rid of the top of it. There we go. Republicans are ghouls. They've always been ghouls. You know they're ghouls. I do too. Iowa Republicans specifically right now want to ban SNAP recipients from buying meat, bread, white bread, and American cheese. Meat, white bread, and American cheese. Iowa Republicans proposed a bill that would drastically limit what foods SNAP recipients can buy. They want you, I'm telling you, they're trying to destabilize as much as they can to try to desperately claw at any seats that they can get in the future, hoping you think because because Joe Biden's president, that it's his fault. Iowa Republicans proposed a bill that would drastically limit what food SNAP recipients can buy. SNAP is food stamps. People wouldn't be able to buy grocery staples like white bread, American cheese, fresh meat, and more. Like, what the fuck? Critics argue the bill would further burden low-income people who are already food insecure. Obviously, Iowa can eat a dick. It's a flyover state. It's a shit-over state. Iowa Republicans are proposing sweeping changes to the state's food assistance program. A bill co-sponsored by the 39 Republican state legislature would limit those getting supplemental nutrition assistance program, SNAP benefits, to buying food on a more restrictive list from a separate program intended for pregnant women and children. SNAP recipients wouldn't be able to buy a variety of foods, including white grain breads, Jesus Christ, buns with added nuts or seeds, white rice, pasta sauce, canned fruits or soups, baked beans, cheese slices, butter, flour. Roast all of these people over a spit and consume them. They would instead be limited to foods approved for the women, infants, and children. The WIC program, they have to eat WIC. Just fuck off. Just fuck off. The foods people can purchase in the WIC program are much more restrictive than those allowed at SNAP because WIC is designed to complement SNAP and is meant to provide necessary nutrition specifically for, as the name suggests, pregnant women, new mothers, and infants, according to Maizelbub, the president and CEO of Food Bank of Iowa. WIC is not designed for people that rely on SNAP benefits to make ends meet. Book said the proposed changes would put an additional burden on people that are food insecure and are part of an ongoing push by state legislatures to cut back on benefits. Year after year, you're only allowed to buy canned meat like canned tuna or Spam. Disgusting. These people fucking gross me out. Literally eat their fresh, delicious human meat. You get a cannibal pass on anyone that votes for or supports this. You get a cannibal pass. It's true. It tastes like pork. It's fine. Just slow roast it. Barbecue sauce. You won't even know the difference. Year after year, the legislature wants to tear down SNAP benefits for the state of Iowa, so this isn't new to us. But she said this bill is one of the most egregious attempts we've seen over the last many years. The Des Moines Area Religious Council, an interfaith organization, also slammed the bill. I can't believe it. The Religious Council finally did something right. Punitive policy that would do nothing to improve the health and nutrition of Iowans, but be rather detriment. The bill would provide $1 million for the state's Double Up Food Bucks program, but would reduce the number of people who qualify for SNAP benefits and also force those who are part of the state's Medicaid expansion to work at least 20 hours a week. Fuck off. I want these people to work 20 hours a week in whatever the jobs they expect someone on Medicaid to work. 20 hours. I expect it. This should be prison. Prison should be being forced to work under capitalism. That's the real prison. You're a good boy, good girl, good non-binary pal, then you don't have to work at all for your benefits. You become a shitter, you're subject to capitalism for a month or something. I don't know. If you're a Republican, you're subject to double capitalism. The Iowa Republicans say the money spent on SNAP could be used more efficiently elsewhere. Okay. It's these entitlement programs, said Iowa House Speaker Pat Grassley, who is on my list. They're the ones that are growing within the budget and are putting pressure on us being able to fund other priorities. My shopping list, chat. I just want to consume his flesh like a cannibal. This is a joke, Pat. Relax. I wouldn't actually eat you. The bill is currently being reviewed by the state legislature's Health and Human Services Committee. Is that Chuck Norris? It is. Chuck Norris's net worth shook his family. Really, they shook. This has me shook. I don't know if this will win, but if it does, what's going to happen is there's going to be a lot of starving poor people in Iowa, and they're going to need your help. Surprise! Here's the sad thing. If you work even at McDonald's for 20 hours, you might make too much to get Medicaid. Either way, you're screwed. Exactly. Why do you think they do this kind of shit? Exactly. Well, if you just work, then you don't qualify for it. Well, then you don't need it. These people should be put into a mortar and pestle and ground to a fine powder. And then Jeff Bezos should be forced to snort them until he can't anymore. Thank you for the Biddy Sky comment.